Okay, yeah, we are given f of x. F of x is given as the log ax, okay? And then they say this function passes through the point 4 and minus 2. So what are we going to do for number A? Number A, we're going to tell them which we have y, which is minus 2, which is going to be equal to the log A, and then we know what is our x. Okay, what is our x? It's 4. Now, how do you remove a log? You give back the base. Okay? Yeah. Remember, the log, it steals the base. Yeah. So what are we going to do? We are going to say this A is going to push this exponent. Yeah. And then we're going to have A to the power minus 2, which is going to be equal to our 4. Are we still fine? Yes. And then from here, you can change this one to a prime base again. Yes. If you change this one to a prime base, it says which are going to have A to the power minus 2, which is going to be equal to 2 to the power of 2. Okay, the bases are not equal. And the exponents are not equal. So we can try to say, let's multiply with the multiplicative inverse of the exponent. Okay? Yes. Which is going to be multiplied by 1 over 2 minus. Okay? Even this side, you're going to say multiplied by minus 1 over 2 minus. And then you will see this one and this one, they're going to divide each other. Okay? Yes. And then it says, therefore, A is going to be equal to this one and this one. And then you're left with 2 to the power minus 1. Okay? Yes. And then it means which you're going to have 1 over 2. As A. Okay? Yes. Then they said we should give them the equation. The equation is going to be f of x is equal to the log 1 over 2x. So you get 1 mark for substitution, 1 mark for A, and 1 mark for the equation. Write down the equation of the inverse of f in the form of f inverse of x. This one is straightforward. Whatever is x becomes y, whatever is y becomes what? X. So on number B, we will say that we have y, which is going to be the log 1 over 2x. Okay? This is f of x. But the inverse is going to say we have x, which is going to be the log 1 over 2y. We want to make y the subject. How do you make y the subject? The 1 over 2 is going to push up the x. Okay? And then you have x to the power 1 over 2. You have x to the, you have 1 over 2 to the power of x, which is going to be equal to what? To y. So you get 1 mark for changing x and y. You're going to get 1 mark for the equation. Okay. Number C. Neatly draw the graph of f and the graph of the inverse. The most that we're comfortable with is the inverse. Okay? So let's start by drawing the inverse. And then I think we did draw an inverse. Yes. So we have mode 7 table. And then we have open brackets 1 all over 2 to the power of alpha. To the power of alpha x. Alpha x. Okay, sharp. And then you can start at minus 3. And then you can end at pi. Doesn't matter. So minus 3 and 8. Let's go and check if we have minus. It's minus 3 and 8. No? So we don't have 8 here. So I'm going to start at negative 2. Okay. Negative 2 goes with 4. No? According to the graph paper that we have, it doesn't have 8 again. See, now on our calculator, we started at minus 3, but the graph paper doesn't have 8. So we can't force it. And then we go to minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 goes with what? Minus 1 with 2. 0 and 1. 1, 2, 0.25. Yeah. And then I stopped. Where I stopped, I just put an R to say this thing's continuing. Where I started, I just put an R. And then I connect the dots. This is going to be f inverse. Don't forget, this is f inverse. Okay? It's not f of x. Now let's go and draw f of x. Whatever is x becomes y. Okay? So what does it say, man? You are going to, it's 4 and minus 2. X is 4, y is minus 2, like this. Okay? X is 2, minus 1. X is 1, 0. The last time we did this, I made a mistake. You still remember? X is 0,5. Y is 1. Here. X is 0,25. It's 2. And then you just put an arrow here. This thing is going to continue. And then even this side is going to continue. And then you can connect your dots. Dot, 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 dot. And then this is what this is, f of x. And then for a question like this one, they usually give us 2 marks. They give us a mark for the x-intercept, the y-intercept, the shapes. Sometimes they will give us, they will say we should show them 1 more point. So here we can come and show them which we have 4, which goes with minus 2. And then on this one, we can come and show them this one here, which says we have minus 2, which goes with what? With 4. And then let's go to number D. Write down the domain and the range of each function. So on number D, I'm going to use, for f of x, I'm going to use the black color. Let's start with f of x. So I'll say f of x. What is going to be the domain of f of x? The domain. Let's use, we can use, let's start with f of x. F of x is the log function. It's greater, why? It's greater or equals to or greater than 0.